Now you just can't leave.
Hi. Welcome to the live lineup, boys and girls, where you get my show, The Great Louder with Crowder, coffee, for free. I don't know how they make money. Oh, ads. If you want to watch it all ad-free, sign up for Rumble Premium. And don't forget to download the Rumble app. Get all those great shows scrolling by there. That's right, Kevin Eubanks, Jay Leno, Phil Rizzuto in the Money Store, and Betty White. Today I'll be talking about, the FDA comes clean about the vaccine after, they've poisoned half the country. Again, under Joe Biden, you filthy. Yeah, but Trump came up with it. I know, but he didn't say you have to get it or lose your job, did he? Mangione, Chuck Mangione's got another album out. It's called Killer Healthcare Fella on Baker Street. And we get some great footage of a mentally ill kid in Brazil getting eaten by a lion. I'll tell you. I would send in, I would send that into, World's Funniest Home Videos, just to see, like my managers did, and I've told this story real quick before. The Jerry Lewis Telethon somehow got in contact. This was when I was living in LA with my manager. They wanted me to do the Jerry Lewis Telethon, do comedy on it. And they wanted to see a tape. And my manager sends them, and I'm not making this fucking up. I had a bit about the Jerry Lewis Telethon. I don't even remember what the fuck. It wasn't positive, I'll tell you that much. Making fun of the kids and shit. They wrote a letter back. This is insulting. How disrespectful. You said fucking. Even my manager, I couldn't get mad at him. I go, do you even look at what was on the fucking... He goes, I watched the first couple minutes. He didn't send the whole... He didn't watch the whole thing before he sent it. I gotta look up what the bit was about. How funny is that, though? I'm probably going... It's like Make-A-Wish Foundation. Oh, that's like my mother, old people are with the fucking, they don't own the internet. I've told this one too. A family friend was dying of cancer. It had to be 8-10 years ago. My mother sends a text. She goes, sorry, I heard about Jack, and his diagnosis, sorry, but LOL. She thought it meant lots of love. Oh, yeah. That might be the funniest fucking blooper ever. Heard about your husband dying. LOL. Guy was a dick anyway. Oh, my God. Put it down. Yeah, fuck it. Absolutely. That's a true story, folks. So the weekend, you know a lot about. Sorry I couldn't make it yesterday. I have a tooth that's infected. To the point where I'm sitting here right now, I can feel my heart beat. The tooth problems are here, there's two of them. And I can feel, last night I could feel my heart beat up here. Because your nerves go up into your fucking face and your eyes and everything. And it, as bad as the weekend was, it made it even worse. That was the worst part about my tooth. I was popping ibuprofen, a leave. I was even taking Vicodin yesterday. I was scheduled to have it yanked November 22nd. But weeks leading up to that, the pain went away. And I'm like, I want to keep my fucking teeth as long as I can, my real ones. So I called him and said, I don't need that. And then, last week I see that I have a cleaning appointment for tomorrow. But this had come back, roaring back. I was fucking in excruciating pain where I almost couldn't sleep. So Monday morning when I got up, I said, listen, I got to fucking please have the doctor find some time this week to yank these things. I don't give a shit if I come here toothless. I mean, I didn't know you could have pain in your mouth like this. I've been hit with a hockey stick, hit in the jaw with a baseball bat. I've never had this kind of pain in my fucking life. Holy shit. So yesterday, and it wasn't even about being tired from driving. That's another whole story. On the way up there, went to Waterbury, Connecticut from Savannah, folks, in the car because my wife has panic attacks now on the plane. We can drag her up and shit, but I'd rather do that when she's in bed, make her do all kinds of silly shit. I tell her I'm Tom Jones. Role playing. You hear that? You know, role playing. I knock on the door and I come in. I go, I'm the cable guy. What's the problem? Then I jump on her. Can't get it up. She goes, why? I'm calling tech support. Xfinity sucks. That's role playing. Anyways, what was I saying? How did I get off on that riff? Yeah. So, drove, did pretty much what you and I agreed I was going to do. Drove as far as like Baltimore, a little north of Baltimore on Wednesday night. Is that when I left? So that was from 8 at night till like 5 in the morning. Pulled off, got a hotel room, slept till about, I don't know, noon, which I didn't. I was staring at the ceiling. This thing's just a fucking, such a shitty weekend that I couldn't even complain about it. I'm like, you got to just fucking, you know. But this, I didn't need this on top of it. And then we got up and drove the rest of the 5 hours and shit. And too bad. Guy's 60 years old. Great family guy. Gruff Italian guy, sort of like me. I mean, blue collar, drives a giant dump truck for the city, you know, and just a kind of a gruff, you know, red Marlboro Reds, 2-pack a day guy, which probably didn't help. But I'm watching those, you know, when you go to a funeral, you watch, they have these montages now on the screen, put up all the pictures of, you know, and it's this is how I know I'm getting old. My eyes started welling up. It's the first time that I really regretted not having kids. And that wasn't like a deliberate decision, by the way. That's something you guys don't need to know about. But because every picture when he was with his kids, his fucking face lit the fuck up. Every other picture he was normal. But with his little daughter sitting on his lap and his grandchild, I'd never seen a guy in a better, you know, I was just watching it go, and they fucking loved them, you know. It's how life works, man. But I got to tell you, and I don't think my sister-in-law will mind, he was, like I said, he was a gruff guy. You know, he was fucking, he'd say, he's, you know, kind of loud Italian. Fuck this, fuck that. Him and his wife would argue all the time. And she told us this. So he was fighting for his life for a couple days. Before they intubated him, you know, put the thing in so you can't talk. He had, my wife's sister-in-law told us, they were in a hot tub a couple weeks ago, my sister-in-law and him, and he goes, I had a dream last night that my grandfather came to me from the dead, he said, saying, I'll see you next week. Why would Laureen, I'll see you next week. And he's like, I don't want to have this hip operation. His grandfather died the day after a hip operation, but he was in his 80s. I might have mentioned that last week. Isn't that fucking weird, number one? Because this guy had a hip operation a couple weeks ago. So before that, they're rolling him out of the room. He's still fighting for his life, but he's conscious at this point. He goes to his wife, Laureen, who he called Lore. He goes, I told you I was going to fucking die. Bye, Lore. Those were his last words. And I said to his wife, I said, Laureen, that's better than him saying I love you.
Because it's him.
It's him. Honest to the fucking end about you, about everything. I told you I was going to fucking die. Bye, Lore. And I can hear him saying that with that like Connecticut, New York accent. Yeah. And I've known his kids. I watched them grow up. When I met his kids, they were 7 and 5 or whatever. Now they have kids and shit. It's fucking weird, guys. When you get to my age and you see all that shit, you're like, holy Christ, I'll be dead tomorrow. Yesterday I should be. This tooth doesn't fucking heal. Anyways. But the funeral, if you can have an awesome funeral, his wife fucking nailed it. Had 3 giant, beautiful trucks. The ones like he drives, the 14-wheel dump trucks, whatever. Had them in the procession. Leading the procession. His son was driving his Harley. Oh, wow. It was fucking awesome as far as funerals goes. And it's, fucking 10 degrees out. The casket, she had the a Harley motorcycle like engraved on the, and he, You know he's wearing in his casket? He had his Harley Davidson shirt with a flannel over it, which is what I never saw him in anything else. And I said to my wife, take note. I said...
Put a mic in my hand.
I didn't even think of that. Put a mic in my... Oh, my God. If that's the case, don't bury me. Stand me up in the corner like they do in those third world countries. Remember we did a story on that? Like in Brazil or these third world countries, they'll actually... The funeral home will do what they do and have you standing up. This guy was a boxer in some country, and he's standing in the funeral home in the corner with his shorts on like this.
You've got a mic in one hand, cigarette in the other.
Yes. And have a thought bubble saying, shut the fuck up in the second row. But as far as funeral go, like I said, she fucking nailed it. And I felt worse for her than anybody because she's such a good woman, you know. She can handle all of it. Anyways, I know, a lot of fucking macabre shit up front. And then drove home and drove through the night. I said, fuck it, I am not, and I didn't. I drove through the night, 14 hours. We left at like 8 o'clock Saturday night, you know, to let all the shit die. And I think it was a good move. We didn't, I was telling Dallas, even going across the GW Bridge, it was... Well, we fainted. It was moving through the Bronx. I made a wrong turn to get on the bridge. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking down, fucking, you know, and missed the fucking. But I just, everything was perfect. Went up another, and there's, you know, banged the fucking Huey in the Bronx. I'm like, honey, lock the doors. You might get some dick you don't want. And I just fucking stayed awake. Mountain Diet, Mountain Dews. That's what I kept fucking. And this, I think this kept me awake too. But let me tell you, folks, the last 4 or 5 hours felt like 4 or 5 weeks. I'm trying not to look at the mileage, you know. Oi. They buried him up in a cemetery, like up on a hill, so the wind is blowing. Beautiful, though. I would love to be, like, overlooking, you know, for miles. Women are great at that. Not all women, but she had the plots. She's got hers, the fucking, all lined up and shit. I just want to be, I told Andy, just behind the tool shed. Put me, you know, with the fucking, yeah. You know the privacy fence that we're going to get? Put me, I like the idea of the mic, though, with a fucking, with a Funny Bone St. Louis t-shirt. All right, let's get to it. But that was my weekend. I'm having these yanked on Thursday at 10 a.m., folks. So probably you're going to have me today and tomorrow, and that's it. I don't think I'll be able to do a show after fucking having them yanked. I don't know. I know the great ones play hurt, but I'll be drugged up. I'll be swinging at Dallas and shit and breaking furniture. So we'll see. I can't wait to get these out of my head. I don't care what the options are because they were talking about a possibility of a fucking, and I keep touching it. Why do people do that? I Googled that, Dale.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
It made no sense to me, but it is a thing. Yeah. I can't stop. I'm on the couch last night. Andy comes in and goes, will you get your finger on it? I keep poking it. And it hurts like a motherfucker when you touch it, but I keep touching it. And I'm sticking the tip of my tongue. The filling fell out, so I have sharp edges. And now I have a callus on the tip of my tongue that hurts like a motherfucker.
I wonder if it's a subconscious, you know, psychological thing where you touch it and it's pain and you release it.
You're almost there, but you're on the subconscious part. But there was something like that. They didn't mention the release part, but I think that makes more sense than what I read. You know, I don't know, but people are known. Bill Hicks on one of his albums mentions this. He goes, "It's like a sore tooth. You can't stop touching it." So it's definitely a thing. But this, when I touch it, I mean, my eyes water. What the fuck is that? I might as well hire an S&M chick to whip me in the ass with put on latex and shit. Anybody with me? Touch my teeth, touch my dick. Good night, everybody. Honey, that would be you, by the way. I'd hire you. Oh, shut up. Jealous. All right. Patriots last night. I'm giving you a long weekend. I hadn't seen him since week 1 when they lost to the Raiders. I got to be honest with you, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Boston guy. Holy shit. When you talk about a balanced team, Special teams, defense, offense, they're as good as anybody I've seen. And they're vicious. Their defense fucking will hit you. Troy Aikman, Joe Buck said that. Like when Bill Belichick, because Vrabel played under Belichick, and he goes, they were just tougher. Their guys were tougher than everybody else in the league, mentally and that's what it looked like last night. Jackson Dart got hit running down the sideline, and I love this kid because he refuses to slide face first and shit. He already had a concussion. This is his first game back. He's running down the sideline, and he tries to get one more extra yard. And this guy Ellis for the Patriots came across. They circled him, came across the field, and blew him up. It looked like if you ever seen a clip of a car accident when somebody flies out of the moonroof. He drilled him, and he was in the air for it felt like a minute. They were vicious. Then he knocked the guy out on a punt return. Anyways, enough of that shit. The holidays are coming, and everything in our merch store is 20% off from now until December 10th. So head to nickdip.com or click the link below and grab a winter hat, a hoodie, a nerdy sweater vest. No, we don't have those. A long sleeve shirt, some mugs. And we also have hip boots if you like to fish. And DiPaolo fresh, these are new, girdles. I didn't know women wore girdles anymore. I heard they're flying off the shelf in the fat areas, Wisconsin. That's it, folks. If you want to watch the whole show live and free, go to Rumble and sign up for free. And while you're at it, go to nickdip.com for tour dates and merch. We'll see you guys next time.
Hi. Good night, everybody.